Papa Squat, coming at ya. We're gonna listen to another song from Mr. Girl. This was Mr. Girl was originally sent into me by Seth, and I have had this open. Oh man, on my computer for a couple of days now because we did a song last week, and then it sort of sat there because then I was tired over the weekend and all sorts of other stuff was going on. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. But now we're going to do another song by Mr. Girl, Boundaries, that Seth also suggested. I can only imagine that this is going to be incredibly inappropriate and discuss things that are, or he's going to be talking about things in the video that are about setting boundaries or crossing boundaries in some way that are inappropriate, because from the very little that I've read about this guy, which was in the last video for I Can Fantasize About Whatever I Want, I think it was, he likes to be controversial, and he likes to point out when people are being inconsistent or illogical in his mind, or hypocritical, and also enjoys confronting people when they are being purposely obtuse, which I completely understand. So when he says something about like, oh yeah, I found the kids and cuties attractive, what he's doing, from what I understand, is saying, yeah, that's the point of what the filmmakers were doing, was to try and hypersexualize these children. So when I say, or he says, I found the kids attractive, aren't I just saying what the movie makers wanted me to have as a reaction? Like, what, wasn't that the point? Was for me to think that and for me to then question it? But then when he says it, other people point to him and go, oh, you're wrong in the head. You're wrong, wrong, wrong. And he's like, no, this is my take on it, right? That's kind of how I feel. And I understand that perspective, absolutely, because I can see how that could really bother some people. If you're going to do something and you want to get a certain reaction, and then somebody reacts that way, and other people say that's inappropriate, why are you yelling at the person who's having that reaction and not yelling at the people who put the art out there to cause that reaction? And that was their intent. I might be going really in circles on this, but anyway, I'm imagining this is going to also be very, very inappropriate and weird in some way. We'll see how it goes. I've got lyrics over here. I guess I will bring them over because this is not a video. So let's get started. Boundaries from Mr. Girl, 4 minutes 17 seconds. This came out last year in 2021.
The fact that I hit you says more about you than it says about me. You never did learn to respect my boundaries.
Yeah, okay. First line. The fact that I hit you says more about you than it says about me. He doesn't mean that. So anybody who would get upset about this is listening to it and taking it literally, when clearly the guy knows that that is not the correct way to go about talking about this issue, right? He's basically, he's holding up a mirror to the really fucked up attitudes that some people actually have. Like, there's the joke, you see a girl with a black eye, so you already know she doesn't listen. It's incredibly inappropriate. And the fault is not with the woman not listening. It has to do with the man hitting the woman for whatever, for not listening or for talking back. And it's that kind of thing. And this is what he thrives on. That's the sort of humor, that's the sort of worldview that he is trying to put out and show to people and show them how inappropriate it really is. But he does it in a way that makes him look like an asshole that doesn't do him any favors whatsoever. So let's I'll start over so we can hear the whole thing from beginning to whenever I stop next, but I'm sure it will continue to be incredibly inappropriate, and that's just how the song's going to be.
I know it was wrong. The fact that I hit you says more about you than it says about me. You never did learn to respect my boundaries. I know it was wrong, shouldn't have done what I did. If I could go back now, probably just do it again. Hit you for real this time, punch you right in the chin, make your fucking head spin around. Get some exercise in, make your demons come out. Cause the only time I felt close to you was when you were trying to kill me. And I was just holding you, bitch, I thought we were Chandler and Monica. But it was just a dream, should've listened to Clarence Boddicker. Cause bitches leave, said the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh the...
Clarence Boddicker. Is that from a movie? Yeah, from RoboCop. Okay. What a random quote. Should have listened. Because bitches leave. I guess that must have been something he said in the movie. Alright, let's keep going.
Way you turn my life plans into paper mache. That's supposed to be my baby, ain't no way that it's his kid. Hope he hears this one day and wishes he came out of this dick. Hope he turned out deaf and blind, gay and autistic, and you feed him with bibs and shit every day till he's 56. You threatened to stab me, let you back in my arms, try to jump out on the highway, we just laughing at it off. You dragged the mattress in the bathroom,
don't know what that was.
yourself in there.
Let me back up a little bit so we can get past that.
And autistic, and you feed him with bibs and shit every day till he's 56. You threatened to stab me, let you back in my arms, try to jump out on the highway, we just laughing it off. You dragged the mattress in the bathroom, lock yourself in there. I'm trying to break the door down, but also sound sincere. Cause you never understood me, always call me the monster. I heard a couple weeks ago you thought that I doxed you. When those fucking retards were mad at the Cuties review. I don't know how the fuck you think I could do that to you. Even when you left that note, and I willed myself to not show up at your office begging how ill I felt, knowing that I should just let go, cut the umbilical. The whole time I was worried that you'd kill yourself, and it would be my fault, cause I told you to do it. I think we both know that was the moment I blew it. Or maybe it was in therapy, your final request. I knew I'd never see you again, but I couldn't say yes. I'm finally free of you. Oh, but I'm stuck with me. Sometimes I wish you were dead. Would have been easy. I'll just keep on searching forever, trying to get struck by lightning. Nightmares every night. We still talk in my dreams. I know you're jealous of Hannah, so here's a consolation verse. Shaylin, just turn it off before I make it worse. You were fake at first. I thought no way this works, cause being your savior hurts. All you could say was I hate your shirts. Yeah, I'm not the one covered in fucking tattoos, stupid. And how come you don't have one of me? Just get one, do it. Polyamorous, slut body count like Hitler. Glamorous, face paint, hair dye, and glitter. Yo, I thought you were a bad bitch. Nah, you're just a sad bitch. I still had designs on that ass like AutoCAD, bitch. Had to explain throwing down with the ex like you still down to be next. You remind me of how she left my boundaries wrecked. I spent the first 6 months just trying to get you sober. 10 years younger, like I'ma have a do-over. Now I got a fucking kid instead of a girlfriend. Shit, I wish I was a pedophile, that would have been perfect. Yeah, it's funny, but your temper's not. Your screaming face is wet with snot. Afraid of you, pretend I'm not. Hope you don't go...
Yeah, so this is basically the same thing as... oh, what was it? Listened to a song a week or so ago where the guys were shit talking. And you basically are just trying to, like, say the most outlandish, ridiculous things. This is the stuff that you scream in the car or in the shower or late at night when you're just mad about something and you have no outlet that's healthy to do anything with, and he chooses to put it in on paper and put it in a song. So yeah, he has definite boundary issues, right? Like he's willing to share all of this stuff, and he knows he's gonna get feedback like, dude, you're fucked up. And yeah, maybe he is, but not any more than anybody else in the world. And if you think that's not true, then you live an absolutely blessed life where everything has gone right and you've never actually been hurt to the extent that he has. Um, yeah, I get what he's saying here. This is the stuff that you yell at yourself when you just need to get shit out of your body and be upset. And it's too bad that people don't understand that this is kind of his therapy in a weird way. But it's also feeds into his ego, I think, because obviously he probably supports himself by doing these outlandish things and saying things like this and making music like this. It's whatever. If you'd ignore the guy, he wouldn't stop doing it, but it wouldn't matter.
Get the Glock, I'm worried that I'll hear a shot one day from the other room. Fuck you for putting me through that, and fuck your mother too. I'm scared to have kids with you cause I'm sure you'll abuse them. Looking in the mirror like you really know how to choose them. When we're in public, you play the victim. People think I'm the sick when I'm abusive. If I call out the different ways you trick them. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I want them. I'm too old for this toxic shit, I'm growing despondent. Your moping is constant, COVID we've been locked in. And don't go near my office cause my phobia is claustrophobic. Bitch, I'm over your nonsense. Tantrums thrown like a toddler. You told me you'd watch it, but you broke all your promises. I'd rather be dead than live without boundaries. So if that's how it's gonna be, then you better just go on without me. I'm finally free of you. Oh, but I'm stuck with me. Sometimes I wish you were dead. Would have been easy. I'll just keep on searching forever. Trying to get struck by lightning. Nightmares every night. We still talk in my dreams.
Yeah, there's no difference between what he's doing here and what Eminem does in the tracks where he's screaming about killing Kim and or the Stand track and that sort of thing. Like there's no difference at all, except Eminem is much more creative about it, production wise. The lyrics are whatever. Well, and Eminem is an absolutely amazing lyricist, but yeah, there's no difference. This guy's not doing anything different than probably 1,000 different artists out there do every single day when they make tracks that are talking about an ex-girlfriend or some relationship or their family or their father that they want to kill and stab through the eyes and like anything. It doesn't make any difference. But this guy's gonna get crap because he does it in a way that is so purposely in your face and so I don't want to say it's not artful, right? Because this is in fact a piece of art. This is a creation, a song that he has made, but it's not. Compare this to something like I don't remember the name of the song. Well, use Stan as an example, where he's talking about the woman locked up in the trunk and all that stuff, and he's got different sound effects going on, and he's rapping, but then he kind of breaks the rap when he's screaming back at her like, "Oh, shut up, bitch! Shut up when I answer me when I'm talking to you!" Like all that, or "Shut up when I'm talking when I'm asking you a question," something like that. Like that's much more of a performance. And in this guy's case, he's just decided, I am going to present this as, here's the song, here are all the lyrics, you can hear everything straight up, and there's no performance behind it really, other than me saying the lyrics over this track. There's no, and that's the point, right? Because there's no distortion of the music. The music is very much in the background. It hardly matters other than to keep the beat. The point is for you to hear the words and to have a reaction to them, and that's it. And he thrives on that. And there you go. So He's not going to get much of a reaction from me because whatever. It's an okay song. I mean, there's not a lot to it other than what he's talking about. That you wouldn't want to listen to this in the background, and you wouldn't be excited when it came up on repeat unless you were not repeat on random unless you were like, oh yeah, this is the song I wanted you to listen to, and then they would never, nobody would ever listen to it again. Who cares? Like, it's a song, and it's fine, and it's done now, and I'll probably never listen to it again. So, yippee? I don't know. There's not a lot to it, and there's nothing here to really be upset about other than he says things that all people say, and he is saying it specifically because all people say it in private, but he's not saying it in private, and so that then it's a problem. It's ridiculous. It's not a problem. It's just the way the world works. People get pissed off and they say things they don't mean just to get shit off their chest. There you go. That's what I think. Papa Squat. Checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'm not saying I should say I'm not saying this guy doesn't have valid points and that he shouldn't make this stuff. I'm just saying it's just leave him alone. Let him make his stuff. He'll be fine. That's just how he wants to live his life. That's great. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye.